to Finchingfield, one of England's prettiest villages in the heart of rural Essex. With its pond, village green and beautiful cottages, it's one of the most photographed places in the UK. We visited on a particularly cold winter's day in February. The village was an official stop for horse-drawn coaches travelling from London to Norwich, and the main road is still a popular route today. Finchingfield has some of the loveliest homes, and if you look closely, you can spot some wonderful details. The village even has its own windmill, and if you're thinking some of this looks familiar, perhaps you remember the locations used in the BBC drama Lovejoy. Or maybe you know the work of our good artist friend Liam O'Farrell, who painted 2 gorgeous pictures here. But did you know that Finchingfield was once the home of the writer Dodie Smith? A few years ago, I bought this lovely signed edition of I Capture the Castle on eBay, and was delighted that it came with a typed letter from Dodie's husband. Of course, we had to visit the home the letter was sent from. The Grade 2 thatched cottage was bought by Dodie in 1934, and she lived here until her death in 1990. It was here that Walt Disney visited her to talk about adapting her book, The 101 Dalmatians. We couldn't come to Finchingfield and not visit its church, and St John the Baptist's didn't disappoint. Its churchyard boasts some impressive graves and a fine avenue of yew trees, which was so lovely to walk through. The west door has impressive Norman zigzag carving and 3 marvellous faces keeping an eye on passers-by. There are also some wonderful faces gracing the porch. Entering through the beautifully carved door, we were greeted by yet more faces. But it was the 14th century rood screen that really captured my heart, with its medieval carvings. I just loved the little dragons with their playful faces and tiny teeth. The smaller screen boasts a jester playing a double recorder and a strange beast that appears to have human legs in a rather fine pair of shoes. The 16th century tomb of John and Elizabeth Berners has some beautiful carving, including several coats of arms featuring some very plump birds. more birds feature on the brasses, and I love how the couple's hands are gently pressed together in prayer. There was another reason for our visit to Finchingfield. I recently inherited my family's collection of slides and instantly recognised the village from these pictures. I think they must date from 1970, the year my parents returned after having emigrated to Australia in the late 60s as £10 Poms. The cars are very cool indeed, as is my father. So here I am, following in his footsteps 55 years later.